All right, guys, week one is in the books for our new staffing and recruiting business that I just started a few weeks ago with Clarence Thomas. Really excited about it. So I'm going to be documenting our journey along the way here over the next few months. And the goal is for everyone out there who is looking to start their own recruiting business, even for those of you who own a recruiting business. I hope that what we're doing will help you grow your recruiting company, give you some tips and tricks and things that maybe you haven't thought of that could help you get clients, candidates, objection handling, role playing, all that kind of great stuff that's going to be presented to you as you're on your journey with your recruiting business. So week one is in the books. Today is December 5th, 2022, getting ready, gearing up for Q1 of 2023. So last week, let's give a quick recap. We got our first recruiting contract with our first client. So that's exciting. Now, what I call that is a license to hunt, right? It doesn't mean that we got a job order yet, although I did speak with their head of HR as well as their CEO, and they do have a lot of openings right now. So they have a mix of contract to hire, as well as direct hire. So this is how I got this new client. You ready? Drum roll. Cold call. I use ZoomInfo, which I subscribe to for the year. Typically, ZoomInfo has had a tag on them for being very expensive. That's been, what most people think, and they were, but of recently, they've come down on their prices significantly. I actually struck a deal with them after about 7 or 8 years. My renewal was up last month, and they slashed my price in half by 50% for 3 users with 16,000 exports for the year. So that was pretty cool. So I went ahead and got that for a few $1,000s, which I highly recommend. Guys, if you're going to grow your recruiting company, for those of you who are starting out new, you need to spend money to make money in recruiting. But here's the great thing. Recruiting is so lucrative because there's really not a lot of expenses and overhead. You're not dealing with parts and pieces and inventory and transportation costs and factory cost, none of that stuff. So spend a little bit of money, get the tools that you need in place to help you get business. It's a worthwhile investment. That's my 2 cents on that. So a cold call is what I did to get this contract that we have right now. Just simply called into one of the director of operations, had a great conversation with him. I asked him if he's currently using firms. He said, yes, he is. There's 2 that he really likes. He gave me the reasons as to why he likes them, which really isn't too much for us to overcome. And, the reasons were he was always able to get in touch with his recruiter from a customer service perspective. And he felt like the other recruiter was very flexible with his needs. So the deal that I struck with this client, and we're actually going back and forth one more time on the contract, but it's all good. They redlined my agreement, are payment terms. So I suggested a net 10 payment term on a direct hire at 20%. So we agreed on 20%. I pitched 25 and they wanted 20. So I'm okay with that. We'll do 20% direct hire and they want net 30 payments terms, which is pretty typical in recruiting. So I'm okay with that as well. So net 30, 20%, we're going to move forward with that agreement, hoping to get a few recs from them. I'll keep everyone here posted on what we get and how we fill those roles. So that was exciting. Clarence and I are carving out an incredible cold email campaign with a service that we hired. So we are launching some cold emails actually this week, and we're hoping to have just under 1,000 emails a day going out to some very sophisticated target lists that we have developed and created through a few tools that we use. And our scripting, we're going to be A/B testing our cold email message, which I'm super excited about. So there's a really good process behind it that Clarence has been doing a lot of research on. But basically the initial cold email should be extremely brief, like 150 characters. And you want to ask a question to elicit a response from them. I am then creating a landing page today to drive these leads, these hiring managers, to a landing page on the second email where it's going to give them some options to pick as to which skill sets are most important to them and what they see with their hiring needs coming up. So I'll share that landing page with you as I develop it. But this is going to be a really good strategy. And then from there, we actually have some video emails going out to these hiring managers to pre-qualify them before we jump on an intro call with them. So it's pre-qualification video, intro call for 10, 15 minutes, hopefully get them to discovery call, which is about 45 minutes to an hour. And we have noticed that when we get the stakeholders to that discovery call, that we have over a 92% closure rate once we customize the proposal and send it over to them. So that's pretty astounding. So we're excited about that. But what else? Clarence had 3 new client meetings last week that I joined him with. Those went well. No needs right now, but building a relationship, cultivating relationships. We have 1 contract on the street right now in the blockchain crypto space for a CFO type role at $60,000 retain search, where we would collect a third of that upfront. So we're hoping to close that deal, waiting to hear back from that client. So yeah, a lot of good activity last week. I did a lot of cold calling last week, believe it or not. It felt good. I'm enjoying it. I'm finding my leads through Zoom Info, through Sales Navigator. So the ones where I leave voicemails, I'm immediately sending an email in the subject line that says their first name. So, Bob, Sue, comma, just left you a voicemail, ... and then really nothing in the body. And I've been getting responses from that, like, hey, I'll check the voicemail, or hey, sorry, I missed your call, or what do you need? Awesome. So do the cold calls, leave a really good voicemail, get to the point, and then follow up with a quick email that you left a voicemail. That's been working. That worked for me last week. I'm going to continue doing that this week. So my discipline this week is in mails on Sales Navigator, some targeted cold emails, and some cold calling. That's what I plan on doing, and some video messages too. I'm going to do about 10 videos today. For those of you that haven't seen my video script, it should be in one of my YouTube videos. Check it out. Those have been extremely effective. I've been able to get a response of 90% open rates and sometimes 30% reply rates, which is pretty incredible. All right, guys, stay tuned for our docuseries on starting a new recruiting company. Hope you see value in this. Unfortunately, I can't separate these videos from my main to my playlist below on my YouTube channel here. If any of you guys have tips on that, let me know. But this will be organized in the playlist below here on my YouTube channel for you to follow. And I'll be doing one every week, if not more than that. Okay, have a great day, guys. Go crush it.